I gotta say, the one thing that probably annoys me more than anything else, and I've watched this on people asking questions on TikTok or people asking questions in Facebook groups, are when you give a solid, accurate answer from experience and you've backed it up with articles, or you've backed it up with research, or you've backed it up with whatever, and then they turn around and be like, I would do what I want. We had one on TikTok last night that could not figure out why she was having so many issues with her rabbits. So the question was, well, what are you feeding them? What are you doing? She said, well, I'm doing this, is this. Admitted herself that she feels she's a bad pet owner. Then one of the rabbits that she initially introduced, the original question was, how do you tell the age of a rabbit? And the way it was proposed was like, they have a different age depending on, like, she's like, well, I got this rabbit in February, therefore it's 3 months old. And it's like, no, because you just said that that it was a rescue. A person had it prior. They had received the rabbit in November, so that means that by any kind of calculation, it is a minimum of 9 months or a minimum of 6 months. And it was like, oh my God, this doesn't make any sense. Now maybe we can chalk it up. This person might be autistic. That's a possibility, but if in general, and this is not just people that seem to have some sort of a mental disability, this is just people in general. It seems to be a Gen Z thing, or a millennial thing. I don't even understand. It seems to be a new people thing. Like, there's absolutely no social skills left, where someone comes on and is like, well, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and we seem to be having problems. Can someone please give me advice? And the advice is given. Okay, well, number one, what are you doing? And you start watching a few more of their videos, trying to figure out, well, what might the problem be? 2 videos later, or 1 video later, oh, well, one of my rabbits just dropped dead. It's like, oh my God, that's horrible. What are you doing? And then you find out, oh, I'm giving them kale, I'm giving them lettuce, I'm giving them carrots, and I'm giving like a little pellets. They're mostly getting just some Timothy hay from Walmart. And I'm like, okay, well, what pellet are you giving? Oh, and then my other rabbit, I don't understand why, but that one seems to be getting skinny. Like, she's looking kind of bony, and I'm not really sure. Like I've had her this, like, I think I got her like last year, so I think she's 6 months old. Well, you got her last year in June, and you think she's 6 months old. Well, I don't understand how rabbit age works. Oh my God. Okay. What are you feeding it? Like, she's getting like fresh stuff all the time, but she's getting like really skinny, and she's having like, messy butt, like she's getting like diarrhea and stuff. So this is how I have to clean her butt. And it's like, time out. It sounds like, okay. Oh, and they're inside outside. I just leave. They're out in the lawn now, and then all of a sudden one just dropped dead. Like, you have to treat them. Have they been to a vet? Have you gotten a fecal done? It sounds like, to me personally, that there's some sort of GI stasis issue, possibly reaction to the fresh veg that you're giving them. It sounds like there's other issues that are present there that need to be addressed first. You've already lost a rabbit. That's extremely unfortunate, but now we have to mitigate so you don't lose another one. You need to treat this for coccidia. You should probably worm it, because it sounds like they might have picked something up outside. Double check, what are you feeding them? Are they having other issues? Oh, well, it stopped eating. I don't know why. It used to eat hay all the time, and now it just doesn't seem to be hungry. What are you feeding it, and have you treated it for parasites? Have you looked into the possibility of EC? I mean, I can give you the basic treatment options for there's standard go-to common treatments that get done as sort of a one-off, and then there's shit that if that doesn't help immediately, you need to go to see a vet if you're going to be keeping pets. You either treat it or cull it. That's how it is in the meat rabbit world. And, you have to listen to people who are more experienced than you. Don't ask questions and then immediately dissuade. And then a day later, she gets a new rabbit. Beautiful, broken Rex, it looks like, from a rescue, already neutered. And the question was legit. Number one, do not run it with your other rabbit immediately. It needs to be quarantined for at least 30 days. This is just proper biosecurity. When you bring a new animal into your house, you bring a new animal into anything, you quarantine the animal so that it does not infect your current animals, or your current animals don't infect it. Because if you still don't know why your other rabbit has diarrhea and is losing weight, and you have not addressed the medical need, the medical issue that you are currently having, you should not be bringing new animals into your house, especially if you're not going to quarantine them first, and you're going to immediately let them run in an animal's that's just died's enclosure without doing any kind of sanitary procedures to fix that issue. And the other warning was, do not give it fresh vegetable as soon as you get it home. It needs an adjustment period. And when the response is, I'm going to do what I want, I'm feeding whatever I want, I'm like, well, then stop asking for any assistance, because your animals are going to die because you are a shitty pet owner, which is what you had just stated 2 videos ago when you admitted that you couldn't even keep fish alive and your other animals keep dying. Either reevaluate your care procedures and actually learn something, or stop getting pets.